So recently I've been playing a lot of Half-Life games for, let's say, a future project on the main channel, and this is a series I've never really gotten into, but I'm glad I finally did. It has been really fun so far, especially Half-Life 2. I just completed episode 1 a few hours ago, and it's really good. I'm surprised in how in awe I am over a game that came out like 15 years ago. It's kinda nutty. I feel a little like a criminal for never really playing it sooner, but when I finally did, it really made me appreciate how influential Half-Life 2 has been over the many years. The two most obvious nods to like influence are of course Gmod and Sourced Filmmaker, who are responsible for thousands of hours of fan-made animations like all over YouTube. The bad, the crap, the good, the goated, the top of the crop. It has gone so far that people don't even know who the characters from Half-Life 2 are. They have been morphed into weird alien creatures. It's actually fascinating. And personally, I've always consumed a lot of SFM and Gmod content when I was a little baby boo-boo. I'm talking like when I was like 13, 12 years old. So of course you have your official Valve created stuff, which has always been really cool, like the CSGO trailer or every Meet the Team video from Team Fortress 2, but also like a bunch of stuff made by random people online, like Team Fabulous 2 or Heavy is Dead. Honestly, I could go on and on and on. There is so much SFM and Gmod content. I mean, you know what it is. You've seen it before. I feel like that everyone that's watching this video right now has grown up with it or played around with it in some way, shape, or form. It is that influential, and I feel like a lot of people take it kind of for granted. And recently, one thing in particular has shaken up a lot of people's brain, and I understand why, but I'm here to tell that you probably shouldn't worry about it. I'm of course talking about Skibidi Toilet, which, if you don't know what this is a SFM animation series about Half-Life 2 characters in toilets singing a funny meme song from the guy that did the belly dance on TikTok. This crap has gone mad viral, okay? I'm not talking about like an itsy peetsy 500k views or even a million, not even 10 million. I'm talking about 200 million views, which is some of the most viewed source engine based content on the entire internet. That's not over exaggerated, okay? There's probably like some wacky FNAF animation, like some music video that has more than 200 million views, but like this is still, this is wild. 200 million views for a video about a Half-Life character in a toilet singing a funny TikTok song. I can't get over. This is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. The creator of all this garbo is a guy named Foekoe, who has just exploded in popularity. If you look at this guy's social blade, I mean, it's absolutely bonkers. I've never seen anything like this spike before. He goes from 10k subscribers a month to 6.3 million a month. Holy hell, man. That's absolutely insane. This guy has been pumping these Skibidi Toilets videos like there is no tomorrow. Like he does one every 3 to 4 days, and every single one of them gets tens of millions of views, most likely because of like small kids, because I'm a 23-year-old wacko woo-boo, and I'm gonna be honest, I just don't understand this. I mean, if I was probably like younger, I probably would understand it, but for me right now, this is like super dumb. There's apparently like a whole story being told here about Skibidi Toilet and the cameraman, like they are in some sort of war against each other, and like all of it is kind of filmed like a live leak video. This man has turned this whole thing like into a whole Netflix show, and I'll give him this, okay? It's at least better than Big Mouth. You think this is all based on YouTube Kids, and that's the reason why it's getting so many views, but with YouTube Kids you can't comment on any of them, but these videos have thousands, like literally thousands upon hundreds of thousands of comments trying to break down the entire lore of everything. There is an actual audience to this. They made whole Wikipedia pages. There is bootleg merchandise popping up left and right. This shit is like the new Nyan Cat or Slenderman. Like what else was like really popular when we were younger? Gangnam Style, Ugandan Knuckles, like shit like that. But for some reason, this is even more popular than some of those. It's wild. It's actual wild, and I'm honestly lost for words. I'm not here to hate though, like honestly. Again, I've watched my fair share of actual deranged YouTube content as a kid, like Michael Rosen YTPs and other source-based animation that were just stupid beyond belief. I've seen a lot of people freaking out over this, but honestly, like this shit has been going on for over a decade. There was one tweet saying, "I am not kidding, Gen Alpha watches this for hours a day. This is their Slender Man. Look up Skibidi Toilet on YouTube and see for yourself." I mean, yes, it is an actual rabbit hole. It's kind of insane, but again, this really isn't anything new. This has been going around for over a decade. I mean, remember We Like to Party? This was mega popular back in the day, and right now that video has 61 million views. This really isn't anything new. The only thing the fuck Boom has really done is like trying to make an entire series out of it, like some sort of like Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it worked out. It worked out really, really well. This guy isn't doing anything super evil or deranged. He's just making really crappy source filmmaker animations, and kids just started to gobble them up. I think parents should be more aware though of what their kids are consuming, but there is far worse stuff out there than Skibidi Toilet. Just like type in FNAF on YouTube and see all the whack stuff that pops up, or even like dive into the Cocoa Melon rabbit hole where they turn toddlers into literal zombies, and when Cocoa Melon isn't on for 10 seconds they just throw a tantrum. Like that shit is actually scary. This on the other hand, I mean, it's dumb. I don't get it. I don't enjoy it, but like, whatever, you know. I guess it also kind of falls into the TikTok part of the internet, but I still think there is much worse stuff out there by far. And it's so funny to look at all of this. All the SFM and Gmod animation stuff that has popped up over the years, including Skibidi Toilet. And it all officially stemmed from Half-Life 2, a game that came out in 2004. 2004! Valve has been and still is ahead of everyone. It's wild. They have been for almost 2 decades. I wish there was more to talk about, but it's just Half-Life 2 heads in toilets, and people are either loving it and gobbling it up, or they just absolutely despise it. I myself am in the middle. It's goddamn stupid, but a lot of content is, so I understand why children love it, but I also understand why adults absolutely hate it. Just trust me when I say this, okay? This is not gonna be the fall of humanity or anything. It's just mediocre YouTube content. It's a fad. It will pass eventually. If you want to actually find a reason to hate on like some kid content, just look up the Cocoa Melon rabbit hole, because that is actually turning children into zombies. That's not some sort of over-exaggeration. That is actually happening. Yeah, that's really all I want to talk about. Let me know what you guys think about this whole Skibidi Toilet stuff in the comments down below. I don't know, man. I just think it's dumb, but a lot of stuff online is dumb, so yeah, whatever. Subscribe and like the video. Okay, goodbye. Bye-bye.